I've been feeling like a kid again, in more ways than one. My sense of wonder for the world is back. My imagination is firing on all cylinders. The novelty of existence has been reignited. And all of this is stemmed from observing reality how it actually is, rather than getting attached to the stories about reality that we've been indoctrinated into. When you truly understand the difference between actuality and conceptualization, you open the gates to the kingdom of heaven. Like Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within. Now, this peace of mind is not strictly mental, of course. Every aspect of reality is intricately connected to every other aspect. Each thought has a corresponding physiological response. So it would make sense that as your mind becomes younger, so does your body. And that's exactly what's been happening to me. On July 27th, 2020, I took an epigenetic or biological age test. This test was based on Steve Horvath's epigenetic clock that estimates biological age based on 353 epigenetic markers that measure DNA methylation levels. So essentially, it shows how old you really are. Biological age can be different from chronological age depending on your overall health. The results of my test were fairly normal. At age 25, my biological age was 26, which, although older, is better than 58% of the population. But the fact that my biological age was higher than my chronological age did not sit well with me. So I thought to myself, to what degree could I slow my aging process? Well, the first evidence that biological age could be reversed was a study from Intervene Immune and Stanford Medical Center in 2019. The scientists used a cocktail of growth hormone and 2 diabetes medications that decreased patients' biological age by 2.5 years over the course of 1 year. Steve Horvath was amazed by this. He imagined biological age could be slowed down, of course, but reversed. That was a big surprise. And I thought to myself, what if it's possible that this could be done naturally without any pharmaceuticals? Well, over the past year, as I began to realize that reality is more mysterious and intelligent than we could ever imagine, I came up with a natural aging reversal theory and put it to the test. The results were shocking. On January 4th, 2021, 5 months later, I took another epigenetic age test from the same company. Now, at age 26, my epigenetic age had decreased to 24. I had reversed my age by 2 years in just 5 months, completely naturally. Oh, how I would love to see Steve Horvath's reaction to this. So, what is this magical aging theory of mine? Well, it's actually quite simple. It all lies in endogenous levels of DMT. Dimethyltryptamine, or DMT, is a natural chemical found in plants and animals and is considered the world's most powerful psychedelic substance. And the transcendent experiences that people have from taking this substance exogenously has led to its nickname, the spirit molecule. In 2019, DMT was actually found in multiple parts of the human brain. I believe that DMT is naturally the most abundant neurotransmitter in truly healthy adults, and is the physiological analog to the spiritual awakening process. I've actually done videos in the past explaining why I believe my endogenous levels of DMT have greatly increased over the past year. So how does one increase endogenous DMT? Well, I'll tell you, but remember, this is purely anecdotal, and I'm not asking you to believe me. In fact, I recommend that you don't. See, an issue in society today is that we're too caught up in the stories that society tells us instead of focusing on our direct experience. So don't trust anything I have to say. The only thing that you can trust is your direct experience. But here's how I believe it's done. It's simply through optimizing mental, physical, and spiritual health. The keys for me have been exercise, a well-planned, whole food vegan diet, intermittent fasting along with periodic 24 to 72 hour fasts, proper supplementation including some powerful natural plant substances, wearing jewelry that blocks electromagnetic frequencies, avoiding fluoride, practicing meditation, breathing exercises, sun gazing, exuding love towards all things, and of course, the most powerful of them all, which incorporates many of these practices into one, Prima Sati Yoga. Now, whether or not we could maintain this state of biological age reversal and essentially become immortal is still unknown. But what can be known is the immortality of your truest nature beyond the mind and body. And this true nature can be found through these same practices. You know, ironically, the further that I've progressed along this path of improving my true health, the less I've cared about physical longevity. Because there is a me that is beyond space and time. There is a me that remains unconditioned by any experience in this physical world. See, Connor Murphy may die, but I will not, because I was never alive. Before Connor Murphy, before the human species, before this physical world, I am.